Hello everybody and welcome to Cruise RX, your cruise prescription. Today is April 29th and I thought what's a great video to do next but to do another Pier Runner video. It is one of those things that we all love watching, and I guess for a moment you feel bad for some of the people, but then you realize in almost all the cases it's their own damn fault. So I put together 6 different videos that I thought were really good, and we're going to show them to you here. Couple shout outs first. Want to give a shout out to my Facebook group, the Celebrity Beyond May 5th cruise. That is next week. We are going to be on Celebrity Beyond with Captain Kate, and the group's going to get together on the first sea day down in Eden, and we'll get to do a meet and greet with everybody. So looking forward to that. So a shout out to everybody in the Facebook group. And also a shout out to Don at Don's Family Vacations. I'm going to put a link to his channel below. Don is struggling with some health issues. So we wish him all the best. Thoughts and prayers to Don. He does a great job on YouTube, keeping people updated on cruising and other vacations. So just wanted to give him that shout out as well. Let's go ahead and get into it. This first video is from St. Martin. Notice I didn't say St. Martin. Did that for a long time. Was chastised. Is St. Martin. And I think that's correct. If I'm wrong, put comments below, but I think I'm good. Anyway, this is Oasis of the Seas. A 50-minute delay. The people are so late that the captain starts blowing the horn. If you're late enough that the captain's blowing the horn, that's his way or her way of saying, get your butt on the ship because I'm about to leave. So let's take a look.
Oh, they're waiting for 2 people?
Whoa.
For anybody who's new to these type of videos, pier runners are those people who are late back to the ship. And you got to think about it this way. These are people who are delaying thousands, literally thousands of people. The cruise ships have very specific tight schedules, and they get fined for every minute that they're late leaving a port. So not only is there the time constraint, but there is the financial constraint too. And it's just a very rude thing to do. So as you can hear in this video, there are tons of people on both ships watching. It's become a thing now on cruise ships that when it's time to leave, people gather along the railings to look and videotape pier runners. Next week when we're on Beyond, I'll be doing the same thing. Our first stop is in Nassau, and that's one of the hot spots for pier runners. So we'll be looking for them as well. And before we get to the next video, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification button so you know every time that we post a video. So let's get into the next one.
Hey, hey, goodbye.
That last video you just saw was the Carnival Vista in Cozumel, Mexico, also a hot spot for pier runners. And what you saw was the ship had already left the port, and those people were meeting with the ship's representatives at the port. The crew would have gone into their cabin, looked for the passports, retrieved them, given them to the port representatives so that the passengers could have them. If you're late back to the ship, that the ship leaves, if it was your own fault where you booked an excursion that was not through the cruise line, you're responsible for meeting the ship at the next port or its originating port. If you're on an excursion booked through the cruise line, they will wait for you. If they can't wait, then the cruise line will arrange your transportation either to the originating port or the next port. And the cruise line is very flexible on how long they will wait if it's one of their excursions. But there may be constraints beyond their control and they have to leave you, but the cruise line will take care of your transportation in that case. Which is why anytime that we do excursions ourselves, we only do those through the cruise line. You can find cheaper excursions at the pier, and I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm sure there are many that are great. It's just a risk that I'm not willing to take, especially after doing these videos and seeing all the Pier Runners. So anyway, let's get into the next video, which is Nassau, Bahama. And this is a 2-for-1 video. It's 2 Pier Runners in 1 video. Let's take a look.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Reese, you had to get here sooner.
Two things I love about that video. Number one is the guy yelling stop. Like the captain's going to hear that. Stop the ship, turn around because this guy's yelling stop. And then the other was the shadow of the ship leaving the port as the guy's standing there at the dock. Now, this was 35 minutes late, but there's a 30-minute window. So all aboard time is 30 minutes before departure. So these people were 35 minutes late after that departure time. So plenty of time to make the ship. Sorry, you can yell all you want. It's like a plane at the airport. Once that thing leaves the terminal, there's no turning back. Once the ship undocks and starts heading out, they are not stopping. They are not going back for you. So let's take a look at the next video, which is Cozumel, Mexico, the Norwegian Escape. And let's see how these folks fared.
See, we're leaving, baby. Now they start running.
Bye-bye. Enjoy your flight home.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
If you are that late that you are a pier runner, yeah, you got to run. You got to put in the effort. If you're not running, if you're just strolling back to the ship, not only will the mocking intensify from all the passengers, but the captain may get mad enough that they just go ahead and leave. So the next video is from Tortola. This is the Azura, and these folks are now infamous on YouTube. Let's take a look.
Hey! Woo!
Yeah, those flip-flops can be deadly when you're drunk trying to get back on a cruise ship. They kept flying off the poor guy's feet. So this final video is from Carnival Cruise Lines, and this is the announcement that was made on the ship. These people had been late multiple times, so that now, well, go ahead and watch and you'll see what I mean.
And ladies and gentlemen, before I say this next bit, my hand is on my heart. I have a list in front of me. I have 3 guests who I've already shown it to. Also not on board are Michael and Louise Rossi.
Oh my God.
One has no words. I truly have no words. They have called and said that they missed the train to get back. They're on the next train. They should be here. Train gets to the station actually at 8:35. So now, and then we're going to bring them onto the ship. They'll come on board. We will lock them in the cabin. They will not be allowed out the rest of the cruise.
So 2 things about that video. First of all, yeah, these folks deserved it. You know, they inconvenienced the entire ship, thousands of people, more than once. So yeah, they deserve to be locked in their room. And I also realized I work with a guy by the same name, so I will reach out to him to see what his wife's name is. And I will share in the next video the outcome of that. So be sure, please, once again, click the like button, subscribe to the channel so you know that anytime that we post a video, share your comments below about Pier Runners and if you've ever seen any, recorded any on a ship, or more importantly, if you've been a pier runner. And I have met people on cruises who admit to it. So we look forward to seeing you in the next video.